Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Link and Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Hope everything good, shway, crispy, irie. But you know we're usually here for the linking and the tinging. So let's get onto it. If you're feeling this episode or any of the episodes, in the past, then you know what to do below, all of that. So let's get onto it. We come to Ugo. So Ugo says, I'm a regular at brunch. I'm a brunch enthusiastic. Hey, do you know what I mean? I don't mind the brunch, going out, getting a little meal, you know what I mean? Not one of them meal deal stuff, do you know what I mean? The £3 stuff. But hey, it is what it is sometimes. If that's what you can afford at the point of time, then a meal deal it is, do you know what I mean? Obviously, something for me, I prefer the hoisin duck stuff. Yeah, get me the hoisin duck with, a nice ribena and probably a pack of let's say Walker's Christmas. I'd order do the pop chips or one of them one day. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So, she's 28, she's 5'6", she's a solicitor. Good stuff, solicitor. Let's make sure we're on the same page about Kendall Roy. I have no words, don't really know much about Kendall. I don't know if that makes me look bad or whatever, I don't know much about him. Okay. Next she says, I geek out on true crime documentaries. Listen, I don't mind them, you know what I mean? Some of them get a bit peaky, do you know what I mean? To the point where I'm like, alright, don't want too much of the crime stuff. Want all action, and that's what I said, like the Elvis said, a little less conversation, a little more action, all of that, do you know what I mean? That's generally what I want, And that's all it says from her. Okay, apart from all that, unfortunately I'm not really feeling Ugo, so it's going to be a no for me. It's going to be a no-go for me. Yeah. We come to Corey. Corey, so that they just kind of spell Corey on Coronation Street, they kind of used to say Coronation Street, kind of should to Corey. Yeah, her name's Corey, maybe Carrie, Corey, whatever. She's 27, 5'5", she's a nurse at a hospital. She says on her bucket list she just put an X, so she doesn't have a bucket list, I guess, but it's fine. She says she goes crazy for X. I mean, this is probably the point right time, she's just going to write everything that's X now. I guess she's a big fan of the triple X stuff, do you know what I mean? Hey, whatever you're into, you know what I mean? If that's what you're into, then it's what you're into, but, just putting X all the time doesn't really say much about you. I don't really know much, do you know what I mean? So it leaves me with that feeling of like, it's a sinking ship at this point in time. I don't really want to do the Captain Phillips and take over. Look at me now. I am the captain. I don't want to go and do that, so I'd rather leave that ship alone and sail somewhere else to another land where it's dry or it's presentably nice with all the mountains and the Lake Titicaca and all of that. Yes. Aha! So it's going to be a no for me to Corey. We come to Remy. Remy says, I'll brag about you to my friends if we end up talking for hours about something that's probably a little bit nerdy or deep to others. I'm also a sucker for random days with incredible company. I mean, that's cool, you know what I mean? I don't mind the nerdy stuff once in a while, watching the Lord of the Rings and all that. Sorry about the background noise, people are chatting. It's a bit annoying, but hey, what can you do? As I said, it's what it is. I'm not alone. You've got to just deal with that, innit, and just move forward. So, yeah, a little bit nerdy, deep for others, all good with that, do you know what I mean? She's a sucker for random days with incredible company. Yeah, just chilling, hanging out, playing some games, or just watching some films and that, do you know what I mean? Having the time of your life at that period of time. Now, for me, at that point in time, is the time of my life. Probably with a cider in the hand, you know what I mean? Just chilling out, relaxing, maxing on court, shooting some b-ball outside the court, and a couple of guys, they were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighbourhood. I got in one little fight, my mum got scared and said, you're moving with your auntie and uncle better. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plates of fresh air, dice in the mirror. Yeah. You know where I was going with that one. Okay, you're home, the Bella. Okay, alright. 28, 5'5", she's creative. That's what it says. She's creative. That's what it says about her. She's creative. Doesn't say much about it, but she's creative, so she's creative. So the biggest risk I've taken, deciding to move out of London and leave all my friends and fam. Funny, because I still go into the city often for work and some play. Still want to play, you know what I mean? Like the Miss, she came to play, didn't she? You know what I mean? But hey, deciding to move out of London is it's big, because the city obviously is a big city. I guess obviously if you're a fan of the quiet stuff, you're going to the countryside, isn't it? And obviously big up to the people obviously who have left, to go to the countryside and that. Personally, it's not for me, you know what I mean, because I don't really like too much quietness, do you know what I mean? Don't really like to be stuck in all that levels of where there's literally just sheep battering and all of them cows them mooing and that. No. Listen, all the horses, no, don't want none of that, do you know what I mean? Listen, I'll go to obviously see that in the farm, and then I'm off home, and I've got no time to be chilling with these cockerels and all of that, making noises in the morning. No, forget all that, leave all that out. So yeah, she says, I think I'm finally ready to delete all the dating apps, because love don't live here, and I want someone who inspires me to create art based on our vibe. And if love don't live here, then go in it. Simple as, you know what I mean? Leave, as the JoJo song said, get out right now, it's the end of you and me, it's too late, can't wait for you to be gone. So yeah, alright, she says, I want someone who inspires me to create art. Listen, I can do all that, I'm a bit of an artist myself, do you know what I mean? People say, well, doesn't really give much vibes that you are an artist, but generally I can do the drawing thing. I've done that before, as well as the linking thing. I do the drawing thing, and I could also do the podcasting thing. So I am a little bit creative myself, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't obviously like to toot their own horn, because you don't want to toot their own horn, because you end up looking like a thorn in the backside of someone else. You know what I mean? You don't really do that. So yeah, just leave all that out. Okay, apart from all that for Remy, I don't really feel like me and her would really get on in terms of the match and that. I don't think our vibes will connect as much, so unfortunately it's going to be a no for me. We come to Annette. Annette says, the fact about me that surprises everyone, I'm a huge F1 fan. I guess it's probably just because of Lewis Hamilton. People just say they're a fan of stuff because they've seen one person famous and, oh yeah, I know that guy Lewis. Or tennis, Djokovic, or Nadal, or one of these people. Yeah, I like tennis because of them. Do you know what I mean? They don't even think about the other players. It's like, what about the rest? You don't care about them, do you? It's just about the people that's well known in the magazines and all that, snapping away. You don't care about the low down rent people. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit mad, that one still. But hey, if she's a true F1 fan, she will know everything about F1. If you're a boxing fan or whatever. But if you're just getting into it, then you got to find out about the whole pool of the connection there and what goes on there. But yeah, let's move on. She's 26, she's 5'11", she's an analyst at consultancy. What is consultancy? Don't know what that is, but yeah. She says, the dorkiest thing about me is the Marvel Cinematic Universe will be my mastermind specialist category. I like the sound of that already. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I'm all about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know what I mean? I started obviously from the Iron Man, obviously before that. But when obviously the Avengers and all that came along, big fan of obviously, the MCU, you know what I mean? I don't even know what more to say without a big smile on my face, because I'm a massive fan of the MCU. So yeah, and that's cool. She can answer all the questions. Boom. As the mastermind theme used to be. Boom. It used to be a theme. I know what a theme that was. Literally, you know what I mean? Like the undertone, the cut tones of the violins and the. With the trumpet, and then all together was nice. It was genius. It's a genius theme. Okay. She says, what I ordered for the table? She said, fries. You could never have enough fries plus mayo on the side. For me, I'm not really keen on fries with mayo. And I should be honest with you, because it's not my bag. Do you know what I mean? My thing generally is with ketchup. Yeah, if it's not ketchup, then probably it may have to be like vegan mayo, but it's more garlic and garlic aioli. You know what I mean? That's just generally what I probably say instead of mayo. People say, well, that's kind of a similar thing. Shut up, it's not. It's not. Do you know what I mean? There's a different flavour there than it is with just a normal mayo. So don't give me that rubbish. I don't want to have none of that crap. So yeah, either that or I've really got into of late. It is what is the thing? It's peri peri mayonnaise. Now people say, well, that's another version, mate. No, it's not. It's a different version. You get the spiciness, but this one also is a vegan one, so it doesn't actually contain any egg. Do you know what I mean? So you don't get that eggy balance. You get more of that spice, and also the whole vibes of the vegan stuff. So, you know, all of that stuff in there makes a brilliant, perfect connection. And that's why I'd love it. I love it if I eat it. Love it. So yeah, it's generally that. But apart from all that for Annette, you know, I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff, but generally, she's a bit tall for me. My head would reach the chests and all that, so, you know, I mean, you want to be known as the Morris Chestnut, you know what I mean, for wrong reasons, let's say. So yeah, it's going to be a no for me. We'll come to Catherine. Catherine says, I get along best with people who don't take themselves too seriously. If you can't laugh at yourself, when can you laugh? And it's kind of true, you know. Sometimes you have times when you take it seriously, and sometimes when you don't. You know, you have to have that balance, you know, of the whole thing when you're doing, you know. Like, don't just always be serious sometimes, but don't always take it like, you know, too much like where you're just having a banter all the time, you know. There has to be a balance, you know. So that's what I'm saying now. She's 30, 5'6". She's a fund finance manager at fund accounting. So all of that. Says that. She says, my last meal would probably be a steak and chips followed by something chocolate. I feel by what I've heard here, we may have come across that profile before. But, you know, I'll just respond to that and we'll move on, because I probably said no to her in it. So, alright, she said steak and chips, just a big fan of all that. Something chocolate, obviously if it's in the vegan category, yes. Do you know what I mean? I've recently tried the Galaxy chocolate, the vegan hot chocolate. Really lovely, delicious. You know, steak and chips, obviously you can't go wrong with some nice steak and chips. You really cannot go wrong with some steak and chips, unless you're vegan. You know what I mean? People say, well, you just said stuff about that, and I told you I'm part vegan. People say, that doesn't make sense. Well, it does to me, and that's why I'm going to cut it right there. It makes sense to me, because obviously I can't have egg and milk, so I have to cut them two out and accept that I have to take some stuff that's vegan. That's why I say I'm part vegan. I still eat meat, you know what I mean? Don't rule meat out for me, you know what I mean? People, obviously you don't have meat, then that's your business, do you know what I mean? And I feel bad for you if that's what you're feeling, that's what you're feeling, isn't it? But me, I have to have my meats. I love my meats, and that's just generally what it is. I need to have bones on my body and all of that. Don't want to be looking like a skinny wretch, do you know what I mean? I need to have that meat in me that allows me to feel like powerful, you know what I mean? But still people say, well, vegan, you can be powerful and eat vegan, fair enough. But me, I need that in terms to make me feel like I can go and do more, do you know what I mean? And that's generally what I feel like when I eat meat, I feel more powerful. So, but still I love the taste of meat regardless. People ain't going to try and knock me off meat. It's not going to happen, do you know what I mean? So yeah. Alright, we're going to move on from Catherine to Melissa. Melissa says, I'll pick the topic, you start the conversation. Best Seinfeld episode. I haven't actually watched Seinfeld, I'm not going to lie to you lot, so I don't really know much about Seinfeld. I've heard it's a great TV program, it's up there with Friends in it, so, but definitely I will have to check that out down the line and to see what Seinfeld is saying. Sorry about the background noise, people chatting, but it is what it is. She's 34, she's 5'7", she's a facilities assistant, so she works in a facility. She says, a life goal of mine is to walk the El Camino. No, it's not mine. It's not a goal of mine. So yeah. She says, I geek out on anything to do with art. Art's cool, but I just don't want to go to a gallery sitting there watching this sort of paint dry for hours and all of that. Listen, love it. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if it's something along the lines where it's creative art, like graffiti or, you know, like comic book art and strip like that, then cool. Like, I'm all on that. I'm game for that sort of stuff. So, but unfortunately for Melissa, it's going to be enough. We'll come to one more. We'll come to George. Actually, name is called George. Don't know the female's name is called George. But it's probably called short for Georgia. Something Georgia, beam, beam, Georgia, beam, beam. All of that. You know what I mean? So she says, I'll brag about you to my friends if you can cook just the right amount of pasta. Such an underrated skill. so you can cook the right amount of pasta. I mean, I don't know how to cook the right amount of pasta. I cook much pasta for like literally the whole flipping 3 days or 4 days. So it is what it is there generally. You know what I mean? I do like pasta and I can cook pasta, but I can't cook the right amount of pasta. And probably that's where I go wrong, isn't it? That is where you go wrong. But it is what it is. She's 29. She's 5'11". She's a sales and let me repeat that. I was going to just fumble on them words there for a minute because I wasn't going to say them correctly. She's a sales enablement at sales enablement. So all that sales stuff she's into. She says, all I ask is that you never ever put cucumber in my GT. So you don't want no cucumber in a gin and tonic. That's fine. I don't really deal with all of that. Basically, no gin in my tonic. I don't have none of that. I'd just rather have gin with some juice, and that's what the classic is. Sipping on gin and juice, being laid back with the mind of my money and my mind. Rolling down the street, flipping the endo, flipping on gin and juice. Yeah, all of that. Okay. She says, the one thing I'd love to know about you is what's your go-to meal deal? And I just said that earlier on about my go-to meal deal. I mean, I do have quite a few that I do like to dib and dub in, you know what I mean? But obviously, for the reasons being, because man is obviously can't have eggs and milk and all of that. So obviously it's going to have to be hoisin and duck. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously that's one of the ones that really doesn't have, you know, egg and milk in it that contains them. And it tastes better than the stuff that doesn't have egg and milk in there. So it's definitely going to be hoisin and duck. If it's anything that, I'm trying to think. I said Ribena. It depends on the day, you know what I mean? If obviously man has to go around running around and all that stuff, then yeah, it's going to have to be one of them Ribena stuff. Or even, what's them smoothie drinks, you know, the mango, the berry Ting, you know, one of them ones, you know, I've forgotten the name of them, which is mad, but yeah, you see one of them that's in the, like Sainsbury's and Tesco's and all of them, yeah, they have that drink that, I can't remember its damn name, but they have these different flavours, the mango machine, the berry one, the innocent, I think it's what it is called, but they've got another one as well, so them ones, as I said, pop chips or Walkers, anything along them lines. So that's generally what I would take. So cool, and that's that. That's all from Georgia, and that's all for this episode, and it's going to be enough for me. So, and that's that. So obviously, I'd like to thank you guys for checking out this episode of the. I was about to say of Link and Ting. Appreciate your time. So you know what we usually do when we finish at Link out, do 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 Link out, do 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 oh Link out. Chewbacca at the end. Oh!